Hey everyone, I wanted to talk today about national debt. You have one side of the political party that says cut, which is, yes, there needs to be some cuts, definitely. I mean, you can't just continue to do what we're doing, expect a different result. So there needs to be cuts. Um, and you have the other side says, you know, we need to tax more. Okay. Yeah, I think there's some tax loopholes that definitely should be addressed. You have a lot of companies like GE Electric that um, they don't pay a single dime in taxes, but report millions upon millions of dollars in profits to their shareholders, um, just because their corporate um, is onshore and everything else is offshore, and their corporate just spends money, and their everything else that generates money is offshore. Um, there are things that I think that could be done. Um, Although, I think moves like that need to start off small, and so I'll kind of go into that in a different video. What I think needs to happen as far as raise, dealing with them tax issues. So that'll be in the tax issue video. Okay, so this video is all about national debt. So, um, our national debt's just been through the roof. So we can't cut deep enough. We can't tax high enough. It's not possible. So I believe each political party um, has just enough of it right, but not enough of it right to where we can do anything that's going to be substantial to fix things. Obviously, with us where we're at, so each party's had their chance, and nobody's really done anything to fix it, and we're continuing to go downward spiral. So let's think outside the box. This is an idea I have. Um, I would love to hear anybody else's ideas. I think this is what we need to start doing. We need to stop slinging mud towards the Republicans or the Democrats and start putting our heads together and come up with ideas and and when we come up with a good idea that we as a collective, as American people, believe is good, then we ought to tell our congressman this is what we want in place. We the people. So who's with me? Okay, that's kind of my thought process. So here we go. So we can't, like I said, we can't cut deep enough. We can't tax deep high enough. So we run debt constantly. So why don't we create a nonprofit um, mutual fund? Okay, where this mutual fund takes our tax dollars and it invests it. And yeah, that's a huge try to catch up, you know, for this um, investment firm to try to catch up with our national debt, but it's at least head in the same direction. And once this gets up and going, and there'll be some other things that will add to keep this thing going. Um, they invest into the stock market, so it's not like you're um, you know, investing in companies and creating, a monopoly. It's just a mutual fund that takes our tax dollars and invests it into the stock market. And once it's sustainable and creating um, a huge profit, then we start pulling minuscule amount out of it to start paying down our debt. That's an idea of mine. I hope you like it. And let me know what you think about it. and let's make a change. We can't just sit there and say, oh, we got to tax, we got to cut. Yeah, we got to do all that, you know. But let's come together and do something different, because what we're doing is the same old thing, expecting different results, and that's the definition of insanity. Keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So um, let's come together. Let's let's think of different ideas, and let's put our heads together as American people and demand more uh, from our representatives and say, hey, this is what we think. This is what we're. I'm not an expert, but I think us investing our tax money is definitely a better thing than spending it and then some, because obviously, you know, and yeah, we got a lot of catch up. We didn't get into this overnight. We're not going to get out of this overnight. So what we need to do is start putting in the foundation that's going to get us out of this in the future. So let's come together as American people, start start making a difference for our children's sakes. So who's with me?